If you've been feeling lazy and unmotivated, this video is going to be your guide on how you can maximize being productive and getting back into your routine. It's that time of the year again where we better ourselves. If you're in a rut like me, just keep watching. I'm so tired. Okay, let's get started. Yes, I use a men's deodorant. Let's not talk about it. Oh my god. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to realistically get back into your productive girl era or get back into any specific routine. Winter season is coming up. Winter season is right around the corner, and for many of us, we often get in these depressed moods or slumps during winter season because it's so cold. We don't want to do anything. What are we doing up at 5 in the morning when it's cold outside, when we can be in bed? Wrong. I'm gonna show you how you can give yourself a little bit of discipline to make your days count. I'm gonna share with you guys some tips and advice that has helped me stay motivated throughout literally any single journey in life that I take, because we're all gonna go through different obstacles. So basically how this is gonna go is I've created steps for you guys. I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna summarize those steps, and basically what I mean by steps is steps to overcome getting out of a slump or steps to just getting productive in general. I know that we all saw that girl trend going around on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, literally everywhere you think of it, it's already there. But honestly guys, in my opinion, I feel like that trend is honestly just 100% toxic. I think a better coping way of what we can do to be more productive is find our own flow of things and take it one step at a time. Every person's journey is an individual journey. It's not something that we're doing all together, or it's not something that we're trying to do to fit in with each other. So it's important to stay productive at our own pace. I feel like this looks really dumb, but you know what? We're gonna get started on skincare. Skincare, making yourself feel good, is honestly a necessity, especially if you're gonna be out there representing yourself wherever you go. I never really cared because I was like who's gonna see me? But like, you'd be surprised, like a lot of people. And I'm not saying, oh, you have to sit here and, you know, care about what people think or say about you, but I'm saying you have to represent yourself the way that you think the highest of yourself in your head. If that didn't make sense, please replay it. Skincare for me has been a major necessity. Honestly, this just makes me feel good about myself overall, knowing that I'm taking care of my skin. And I have this like big freaking pimple thing right here. We're gonna ignore that. Finding good skincare products that work for you will definitely boost your confidence 100%. And I honestly feel like that's the reason that we get into these winter slumps, because during the winter we tend to look more whiter, we tend to look a lot more pale, a lot more like flush, because we're not really getting that much what does the sun give? Does the sun give vitamin D or vitamin C? I'm not gonna say, oh, during our winter we look the worst. We're hardly getting any sun, our lips are dry, our lips are cracked, we're constantly having headaches. I love it in general, I really do, when I'm comfy. But when I feel like I actually have to get up and do something, I'm like, why do I have to do that? And I know that a lot of people are the same, because I know that seasonal depression is like a big freaking thing, but I've literally overcame it, and I'm like so proud of myself. Let's go into how I overcame that and how I actually got to building a perfect routine. This works for anything that you want to do. Step one is going to be find something that you enjoy. This pertains to anything. When I tell you, as long as you find something that you can make a goal that you can reach, you're already set. Find something that you actually like to enjoy in order to get back into this routine. You're going to have to do something you love almost every single day. I'm going to use myself as an example. For me, I really love YouTube. There's something like deeper than that. I love making videos. Sometimes I do struggle with the editing process. So for me, I'm like, okay, find something that I love. What is it? It's YouTube. That's the overall picture that I love, is YouTube, creating videos. So then we have to look into the smaller things: editing, creating a thumbnail, creating a description. Those all fall into the bigger category of a YouTube video in general. For me to just be like, oh, okay, like I'm just gonna focus on one thing, which is YouTube, but YouTube has all these little things in it, that's where I'm kind of like not gaslighting myself, but that's where I definitely am overlooking myself and putting more things on the plate than I had anticipated. And that's exactly what I did. That was literally my mistake. So in your journey, no matter what it is, whether if you want to be a baker or you want to be a chef, a barista, you want to be a doctor, where there's not just one specific thing you're always gonna have to focus on. And I feel like that's something that I've always like wanted. Like I've always wanted like, oh yeah, just focusing on one thing. But it's like that one thing can have millions of little things. We don't even recognize it. So that's why whenever we're studying, or that's why whenever we're out and about, like we're bored, we're tired, we're just not here for it, because there's a bunch of little things going on that we don't even recognize. But these little things are crucial to being part of that big thing. If you're trying to get back into working out, find an exercise that you actually enjoy, that you actually really love. And it can be anything. Like when I tell you anything, you can do this method with anything. Let's say you want to eat healthier. Okay, what healthy foods do you actually like? So once you have a bigger idea, get a smaller idea so you can shrink down and summarize what your actual goal is going to be. There can be a lot of goals, guys. Even if you don't really want to have a goal, there's always going to be something that like humanly we're going to want to achieve, because once we achieve it, that feeling is so amazing. And I feel like humans a lot like crave that like desire to be good at something. So that leads me into step number 2, is making a goal. Finding something that you enjoy and making a goal are totally two different things. Within those small details, you pick a few that are like, okay, this really stands out to me. I really need work on this. I really want to focus on this. Let me give you guys an example. So if you're a barista, you found something you enjoy. It's coffee, right? You're like, okay, I work at a local coffee shop. What more goals can I want? I already have a job. I'm already getting money. If you don't really have no goals, what that is going to do, it's going to make your life boring. It's going to make your life with no excitement, because you're going to wake up and you're going to do the same exact thing every single day. And what do you do when you do the same exact thing every single day? It leads to a burnout. It leads to depression. It just leads to a bunch of stuff that we could have avoided in the first place. This is just speaking from me and personal experience. I would love to wake up and do the same thing over and over and over, but I genuinely just don't have it in me. Like I don't know, I just can't. Switching up little tiny things can really benefit it a lot. Little things like that can make your job like feel worth it, if you know what I mean. But do you see what I mean? As long as you have a goal that you're constantly trying to reach for, you are going to be successful. Whether it's a weekly goal, a monthly goal, I'm not going to sit here and say make your goal realistic, because you know, at the end of the day, that's really what you want to do, is just make sure that you can reach your goal. But if you truly feel like your goal is unrealistic, then it's not really your goal. In order for you to have goals, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you can really just do anything that you think you can do it. So if you're over here thinking, oh, this goal is so unrealistic, so you don't believe in yourself and you're the problem, that's why your goals are never gonna happen, because you don't believe in yourself. It just really depends on your mindset and how hard are you willing to look for it and move forward with it. Anyways, guys, so this whole video is just like a sit down chit chat. This is what helped me get out of a slump, and this is what helped me finally start like, you know, being productive. So once you have step 1, step 2 down, step 3 is going to be finding out how you will achieve your goal. Okay, so it's really easy to sit here and, you know, stay in bed till 2 in the morning and look at motivational things and be like, tomorrow I'm changing my life around. Tomorrow I'm waking up the earliest time as possible and I'm working out. Say a bunch of stuff that you want to do and then never even end up doing it. Finding out how you can efficiently and effectively reach your goal is important. Why this is important is because to me, when you reach a goal, it's not about reaching the goal itself. It's about what it took for you to get in that position to finally change something or to finally fix something. You need to change something in your life, because if you're not seeing results, then you are the problem. You know what I mean? If you're doing the same thing every single day and you're not progressing at least 1%, which is all you need, then you are the problem. And I feel like you need to set more goals. I feel like people have a mixed like interpretation about goals and what you're supposed to do and what you can't do. And I get it. We all have lives. We all, you know, we all cannot be this motivated person 24/7. We have a life. Like, we have things to do, girl. Something that has helped me a bunch is really just cutting out all distractions. You're gonna want to like cut out all distractions. Even if your friends are a distraction, that's the worst, but cut them out. As something as little as like praying or meditating or like going on daily walk. At the end of the day, no goal is too little or too big. So I just really hope that you guys always have the strength and the courage to believe in yourself and don't doubt your goals. No matter how much other people may doubt it, don't. And when you're on a specific journey or when you're going towards a specific goal, I highly recommend that you don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone that you're on a journey. Just don't. Life is going to be so much easier if you just stop telling people what you're going to do and then just do it. Get up, go, and do it. It's not that hard. You don't have to tell everybody every single thing. You want to tell a few people to get their input, that's fine, but it's like, do you really need their input? This is your journey. This is not their journey. Thank you Thank you, because I ate with that sentence. There's so much places and ways to look for inspiration, guys. There's Pinterest, there's, you know, TikTok, there's YouTube, there's Instagram. Use social media at your advantage, girl. Like, find out what you really just want to focus on. You can do this method to multiple things, like at the same time that you're doing another method. Right now, I'm still taking it step by step, and that's okay. That's fine, you know. When you're making this criteria, it has to be every single day. I'm talking about like at least 6 to 7 days out of the week. You are looking to motivate yourself. You're looking to build a goal, no matter what goal that is, whether it's financially. You have to do this every single day. If you don't do it every day, it's not gonna happen because you're not consistent. How I think of goals is this is your future. Just give your body, give your time, and give your mind some more experience, and you know, you should be good. Making a to-do list. I cannot tell you how important making a to-do list and keeping your life and your mind organized. Don't just bush up all of the goals in your head. Like, don't do that. It's not gonna work. Trust me, you're gonna forget about half of them. Don't make too many goals. That's how you have a burnout, is you make too many goals, especially if they're hard to reach goals. I'm not saying start off with itty bitty goals, but I'm definitely saying you're gonna want to challenge yourself, but not challenge yourself too much to the point where you're burnt out and never want to do anything ever again. Try to find that balance between your goals and your life, fun time and everything like that. Making a to-do list is so beneficial literally for everything. You need to work out, okay, what exercises are you gonna do? You want to eat healthy, okay, what recipes are you gonna look for? You write it down, you look at it later, you're like, okay, look, I can make this. Y'all, do not play with me and my to-do list. Once I mark down my to-do list at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm amazing, I did that, I really, you know, I ate. I feel like people often overlook to-do lists because they're like, I'm never gonna look at it, I'm never gonna go back at it. If you want to do it on your phone, go ahead. I like to do it on my phone, but usually I forget since I'm on my phone so much. I don't know how I forget. If you want to write down like a written one, you can just open up a book, write it in. It's so easy to avoid a burnout. It's like, if you don't take these small little steps now, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Like, because getting yourself out of a burnout or out of a depressive mood is so hard. Well, everybody talks about that, but like nobody really talks about the feeling because we can't like describe the feeling. Like, you know what I mean? It's something that you definitely have to feel. I highly suggest that nobody ever feels that way. Now we're gonna go over the important things that you really need to consider if you're gonna be taking any of these steps. The first one is gonna be environment. What environment are you gonna be in? Are you gonna be at a coffee shop? Are you gonna be at your house? It really just depends. The amount of productivity that you can get done, it all just depends in what place you're in. Usually I don't really like to be at my house if I'm trying to be productive. I think of my house as like a safe space, as like I go to it, I lay down in it, I sleep in it. I don't really prefer being productive in it. I don't know, I'm just weird. I prefer and I recommend going to a coffee shop, a new coffee shop. Being with somebody will really help you out in these certain situations where you feel lost. If you're already feeling down about yourself, just talk to somebody. Another thing is supplies and resources. This is basically what supplies and what resources are you able to use and what do you already have. You might need to buy things, you might need to save up for a bit to buy those things. As long as you're just putting that goal first before almost literally anything, you should succeed in it no matter what. I'm gonna say the most important step, you have to be consistent. Being consistent falls under the category of doing it every day and finding goals that you can do every single day. Those are definitely some important things to take into consideration when you're thinking about getting into a specific routine. I'm here at Dutch Bros. This is probably just an excuse for me to like get up and get something sweet. I promise you, if you go out and you treat yourself and you get yourself, even if it's something little or even if it's like a little coffee to be productive, you will make yourself feel like 10 times better. I literally swear, I don't know if it's like a scientific thing. If you reward yourself, it doesn't matter if it's before or after. I like to get coffee or something that I'm gonna enjoy before I get productive so I can drink it or eat it while I'm being productive. It makes me so happy. Anyways, so yeah, I'm at Dutch Bros. Being productive is basically all in your head. It's more of a mental thing than, you know, anything. As long as you just believe in yourself and believe that you can, you know, achieve it. And right now I'm actually picking up a coffee because I'm gonna go edit. I love getting coffee when I edit. 99% of the time whenever I'm editing, I have a coffee in my hand. This whole video was just basically a pep talk from me to you. If you want something in your life, you have to go get it. You can't just wait around for it. And I hope that some of you guys took some of the stuff that I said into consideration. I know it was probably all over the place. I didn't have like a script or anything I was reading off of. It was just purely my mind and my thoughts and what I truly believe that you need to do in order to be successful successful on your own. I really hope that you guys, you know, take some of those things into account. Thank you. We secured the coffee. If you're wondering what my Dutch Bros order is, my Dutch Bros order is always a sugar-free Golden Eagle. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys so much for your endless support, and I will see you guys in my next video. So good.